Well, it's been a business-filled day. Good morning. My name is Odilia Ntiamwa. And the MTN IPO closes today as a requirement from the Communication Ministry for the company to access a 4G license. News reaching Joy Business indicates institutional purchases of the IPO fall short. Our in-house analyst, Philip Namfuri, is here. Philip, exactly what does this mean? They close today, and so what?
Okay, so after today, the public, you and I, can no longer buy into the MTN IPO. So if there's any purchase you want to do,
it's
go
got to
ahead
be
and
now.
do it today, because by 5 p.m. that's over. So after this, there's what we call the allotment, where they determine the quantum of what the public has brought in, the offer. So is it going to meet that 3.47 billion? Is it going to fall below? There's a minimum number where below which they'll give us back our funds, above which they'll take some and determine which investors, either institutional or retail, are going to take these funds.
Now that the institutional investors fall short, or there's a shortage when it comes to institutional investors, usually they form a huge portion of the whole investment. How's this going to affect the IPO?
Okay, so prior to the whole commencement of the IPO, there were talks that they want to give retail investors a huge chunk of this market, and our market by nature is dominated heavily by institutional investors. And institutional investors, I mean someone like SNIT or the trustees, those who hold our tier 2 pension funds. They are these institutional investors. They have the block of funds. The retail side is not very developed, as in you and I may not have huge sums of money to invest in such things. So with the report that yes, indeed, institutional investors are low, let's wait and see after the allotment process where these funds are going to go, because that process is very important in the sense that if these funds are going to certain investors that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, regulator of the capital market, feels that no, we shouldn't allow this to take a lot, or we shouldn't allow this to take a lot, then we can see exactly how it's going to be. So
the first point you made concerning the fact that if it's undersubscribed, something is going to happen. We're going to check. If it's too low, it's probable that we would be giving our monies back. Then what happens to the license they're supposed to be accessing?
Well, then, in all honesty, they would have to. I don't know how to put it in a very simple term. If it falls below the minimum, then that's not going to augur well for them, because they're supposed to give us 35% of the company, and then they get their license. If it goes above, but looking at their fundamentals, the company's fundamentals, analysts are predicting that it's going to go well. Maybe some are saying that they might not meet the 3.47 billion because of the constraints of our market, but then they will certainly cross the minimum, all things being equal.
A lot of people were excited about the IPO, the issue, and the expectation was that it was going to make the stock market a bit vibrant. How critical is this IPO to the Ghanaian bourse? Okay,
so I had an interview with the Ghana Stock Exchange boss, Mr. Kofi Yamwa, and he says the exchange was excited, or is excited about MTN's IPO, because exchanges globally are supposed to be barometers of growth in the economy. If you look at United Kingdom, if you look at USA, when there are movements on the stock market, it reflects what's going on in the economy. Some argue that our market is not very developed at that point, and what is on our stock market is just a few number of equities or a few number of stocks. But he was arguing that, look, it's good that a telco is coming on. It sends a good signal. And you know, there are currently about 3 or 4 operating in the country. So if we have banks, we have insurance companies, we have a telco coming on board, it's a good signal. Maybe we should see more telcos and other companies from other parts of the economy coming on board to reflect what is really going on in our economy.
Okay, finally, there has been a lot of talk about the fact that the IPO is affecting the city, and the fact that the city's performance actually has been attributed to the IPO. Exactly how true is this? Give us a breakdown and then tell us, if it ends today, or when it ends today, are we expecting to see a sudden bubble when it comes to the city's performance against the major currencies?
Okay, so let me start off here. Finance Minister in his media review said the city's depreciation is due to external pressures. We also had MTN coming out saying that no, it's not the IPO. But look at it this way. When you're going to purchase into this IPO, you're doing it in Ghana cedis. Even if you're a foreign investor and you have dollars, euro, pound, whatever, you have to convert it to Ghana cedis to buy. The only problem that will come with our cedi is when the IPO becomes successful and then they are paying off the dividends to the shareholders. Then they'll have to convert, because if they meet the 3.47 billion, if you change it to dollars, that's about $700 million. Imagine all this leaving the shores of Ghana. It's a lot. So we had some reports that the Bank of Ghana has reached an agreement with them where they're going to stagger some of these dividend payments so that it doesn't really affect our city. But some also argue that no matter the amount of arrangements you meet, it's still going to affect our city in one way or the other.
So it's not time yet?
It's not time yet. No, it's not time yet. For now, we're all doing the purchase in Ghana cedis. So we shouldn't see any negative effect on our city.
So we should give the blame to something else apart from the IPO?
I would go with what the finance minister said in the media review.
Okay.
External pressures.
Okay. All right. On that external pressure note, my name is Odile Ntiama, and that's how we end the business. Thank you.